Esteemed Soul Masters, the first Soul Master tournament, attracting the attention of the entire continent, has officially begun. From this moment onward, your passion and strategies will forge legends. This is not just a battle for personal glory, but the ultimate trial to test the strength of your team's spirit. When the drums of war beat, only by entrusting your backed comrades worthy of that trust can you charge towards the throne of the top sect. Now let me introduce the rules of the Soul Master Tournament. The battlefield of the Soul Master Tournament is divided into 3 areas: the main battlefield, the northern mine, and the southern mine. The main battlefield can accommodate up to 40 Soul Masters, while the northern and southern mines can each host up to 30 Soul Masters. The maps for the northern and southern mines are identical and feature numerous crystal stones. Mining these stones provides energy, supporting battlefield skills on the main battlefield. On the main battlefield, there are 3 main routes for attack. Both sides have 10 defensive towers, 3 outer towers, 3 inner towers, 3 high ground towers, and 1 crystal base. The battlefield commander can use the energy obtained from the mines to activate battlefield skills for support. These skills can enhance the Soul Master's attack and defense, disrupt the enemy's defensive towers, rendering them incapable of attack, summon siege vehicles to strike enemy towers from a distance, and even teleport to rally teammates. On the main battlefield, defeating enemy Soul Masters or destroying enemy towers will earn tournament points. These points are crucial for determining the outcome of the match. The first side to score 50,000 points or destroy the enemy's crystal base wins the match. Remember, when the pickaxes of the mines resonate with the blades of battle, that is the true symphony of victory. The team that stands victorious on the podium will be the one that best understands how to conquer with both intelligence and cooperation, creating miracles. All Soul Masters, hear your command. Unleash your soul rings and let the entire continent crown you. Esteemed Soul Masters, the first Soul Master tournament, attracting the attention of the entire continent, has officially begun. From this moment onward, your passion and strategies will forge legends. This is not just a battle for personal glory, but the ultimate trial to test the strength of your team's spirit. When the drums of war beat, only by entrusting your backed comrades worthy of that trust can you charge towards the throne of the top sect. Now let me introduce the rules of the Soul Master Tournament. The battlefield of the Soul Master Tournament is divided into 3 areas: the main battlefield, the northern mine, and the southern mine. The main battlefield can accommodate up to 40 Soul Masters, while the northern and southern mines can each host up to 30 Soul Masters. The maps for the northern and southern mines are identical and feature numerous crystal stones. Mining these stones provides energy, supporting battlefield skills on the main battlefield. On the main battlefield, there are 3 main routes for attack. Both sides have 10 defensive towers, 3 outer towers, 3 inner towers, 3 high ground towers, and 1 crystal base. The battlefield commander can use the energy obtained from the mines to activate battlefield skills for support. These skills can enhance the Soul Master's attack and defense, disrupt the enemy's defensive towers, rendering them incapable of attack, summon siege vehicles to strike enemy towers from a distance, and even teleport to rally teammates. On the main battlefield, defeating enemy Soul Masters or destroying enemy towers will earn tournament points. These points are crucial for determining the outcome of the match. The first side to score 50,000 points or destroy the enemy's crystal base wins the match. Remember, when the pickaxes of the mines resonate with the blades of battle, that is the true symphony of victory. The team that stands victorious on the podium will be the one that best understands how to conquer with both intelligence and cooperation, creating miracles. All Soul Masters, hear your command. Unleash your soul rings and let the entire continent crown you. Esteemed Soul Masters, the first Soul Master tournament, attracting the attention of the entire continent, has officially begun. From this moment onward, your passion and strategies will forge legends. This is not just a battle for personal glory, but the ultimate trial to test the strength of your team's spirit. When the drums of war beat, only by entrusting your backed comrades worthy of that trust can you charge towards the throne of the top sect. Now let me introduce the rules of the Soul Master Tournament. The battlefield of the Soul Master Tournament is divided into 3 areas: the main battlefield, the northern mine, and the southern mine. The main battlefield can accommodate up to 40 Soul Masters, while the northern and southern mines can each host up to 30 Soul Masters. The maps for the northern and southern mines are identical and feature numerous crystal stones. Mining these stones provides energy, supporting battlefield skills on the main battlefield. On the main battlefield, there are 3 main routes for attack. Both sides have 10 defensive towers, 3 outer towers, 3 inner towers, 3 high ground towers, and 1 crystal base. The battlefield commander can use the energy obtained from the mines to activate battlefield skills for support. These skills can enhance the Soul Master's attack and defense, disrupt the enemy's defensive towers, rendering them incapable of attack, summon siege vehicles to strike enemy towers from a distance, and even teleport to rally teammates. On the main battlefield, defeating enemy Soul Masters or destroying enemy towers will earn tournament points. These points are crucial for determining the outcome of the match. The first side to score 50,000 points or destroy the enemy's crystal base wins the match. Remember, when the pickaxes of the mines resonate with the blades of battle, that is the true symphony of victory. The team that stands victorious on the podium will be the one that best understands how to conquer with both intelligence and cooperation, creating miracles. All Soul Masters, hear your command. Unleash your soul rings and let the entire continent crown you. esteemed Soul Masters, the first Soul Master tournament, attracting the attention of the entire continent, has officially begun. From this moment onward, your passion and strategies will forge legends. This is not just a battle for personal glory, but the ultimate trial to test the strength of your team's spirit. When the drums of war beat, only by entrusting your backed comrades worthy of that trust can you charge towards the throne of the top sect. Now let me introduce the rules of the Soul Master Tournament. The battlefield of the Soul Master Tournament is divided into 3 areas: the main battlefield, the northern mine, and the southern mine. The main battlefield can accommodate up to 40 Soul Masters, while the northern and southern mines can each host up to 30 Soul Masters. The maps for the northern and southern mines are identical and feature numerous crystal stones. Mining these stones provides energy, supporting battlefield skills on the main battlefield. On the main battlefield, there are 3 main routes for attack. Both sides have 10 defensive towers, 3 outer towers, 3 inner towers, 3 high ground towers, and 1 crystal base. The battlefield commander can use the energy obtained from the mines to activate battlefield skills for support. These skills can enhance the Soul Master's attack and defense, disrupt the enemy's defensive towers, rendering them incapable of attack, summon siege vehicles to strike enemy towers from a distance, and even teleport to rally teammates. On the main battlefield, defeating enemy Soul Masters or destroying enemy towers will earn tournament points. These points are crucial for determining the outcome of the match. The first side to score 50,000 points or destroy the enemy's crystal base wins the match. Remember, when the pickaxes of the mines resonate with the blades of battle, that is the true symphony of victory. The team that stands victorious on the podium will be the one that best understands how to conquer with both intelligence and cooperation, creating miracles. All Soul Masters, hear your command. Unleash your soul rings and let the entire continent crown you. Esteemed Soul Masters, the first Soul Master tournament, attracting the attention of the entire continent, has officially begun. From this moment onward, your passion and strategies will forge legends. This is not just a battle for personal glory, but the ultimate trial to test the strength of your team's spirit. When the drums of war beat, only by entrusting your backed comrades worthy of that trust can you charge towards the throne of the top sect. Now let me introduce the rules of the Soul Master Tournament. The battlefield of the Soul Master Tournament is divided into 3 areas: the main battlefield, the northern mine, and the southern mine. The main battlefield can accommodate up to 40 Soul Masters, while the northern and southern mines can each host up to 30 Soul Masters. The maps for the northern and southern mines are identical and feature numerous crystal stones. Mining these stones provides energy, supporting battlefield skills on the main battlefield. On the main battlefield, there are 3 main routes for attack. Both sides have 10 defensive towers, 3 outer towers, 3 inner towers, 3 high ground towers, and 1 crystal base. The battlefield commander can use the energy obtained from the mines to activate battlefield skills for support. These skills can enhance the Soul Master's attack and defense, disrupt the enemy's defensive towers, rendering them incapable of attack, summon siege vehicles to strike enemy towers from a distance, and even teleport to rally teammates. On the main battlefield, defeating enemy Soul Masters or destroying enemy towers will earn tournament points. These points are crucial for determining the outcome of the match. The first side to score 50,000 points or destroy the enemy's crystal base wins the match. Remember, when the pickaxes of the mines resonate with the blades of battle, that is the true symphony of victory. The team that stands victorious on the podium will be the one that best understands how to conquer with both intelligence and cooperation, creating miracles. All Soul Masters, hear your command. Unleash your soul rings and let the entire continent crown you. esteemed Soul Masters, the first Soul Master tournament, attracting the attention of the entire continent, has officially begun. From this moment onward, your passion and strategies will forge legends. This is not just a battle for personal glory, but the ultimate trial to test the strength of your team's spirit. When the drums of war beat, only by entrusting your backed comrades worthy of that trust can you charge towards the throne of the top sect. Now let me introduce the rules of the Soul Master Tournament. The battlefield of the Soul Master Tournament is divided into 3 areas: the main battlefield, the northern mine, and the southern mine. The main battlefield can accommodate up to 40 Soul Masters, while the northern and southern mines can each host up to 30 Soul Masters. The maps for the northern and southern mines are identical and feature numerous crystal stones. Mining these stones provides energy, supporting battlefield skills on the main battlefield. On the main battlefield, there are 3 main routes for attack. Both sides have 10 defensive towers: 3 outer towers, 3 inner towers, 3 high ground towers, and 1 crystal base. The battlefield commander can use the energy obtained from the mines to activate battlefield skills for support. These skills can enhance the Soul Master's attack and defense, disrupt the enemy's defensive towers, rendering them incapable of attack, summon siege vehicles to strike enemy towers from a distance, and even teleport to rally teammates. On the main battlefield, defeating enemy Soul Masters or destroying enemy towers will earn tournament points. These points are crucial for determining the outcome of the match. The first side to score 50,000 points or destroy the enemy's crystal base wins the match. Remember, when the pickaxes of the mines resonate with the blades of battle, that is the true symphony of victory. The team that stands victorious on the podium will be the one that best understands how to conquer with both intelligence and cooperation, creating miracles. All Soul Masters, hear your command. Unleash your soul rings and let the entire continent crown you. Esteemed Soul Masters, the first Soul Master tournament, attracting the attention of the entire continent, has officially begun. From this moment onward, your passion and strategies will forge legends. This is not just a battle for personal glory, but the ultimate trial to test the strength of your team's spirit. When the drums of war beat, only by entrusting your backed comrades worthy of that trust can you charge towards the throne of the top sect. Now let me introduce the rules of the Soul Master Tournament. The battlefield of the Soul Master Tournament is divided into 3 areas: the main battlefield, the northern mine, and the southern mine.
Soul Masters, welcome to the tournament. Soul New World, we are your casters for today. My name is Fallen Sanity, together with Sayora.
Yeah, hello everyone, and of course again welcome to the Soulland New World Tournament. And again, this is the second day of our brackets, and
Yes.
of course again 2 matches are the ones that we'll be witnessing for tonight.
Yes, definitely. It's going to be a breathtaking matches again for the second day. Yesterday was really interesting. We saw the first guild, Fallen Fury, taking out Athena, that is rank 1 versus rank 8.
Yes, definitely. And of course, Arcane and Divine for the second match. And speaking of, let's look at the bracket real quick right here. So as mentioned from yesterday's matches, we do see here that Fallen Fury was able to take our first match from that time. It was very dominating fight,
Yes.
and we did see that they were able to really assert their dominance during that time. And on to the next match, we do have Arcane being hailed as the victors there, as we also have seen a very interesting strategy from the said team. But then kudos to both Athena and Divine. They were able to really put the valiant effort, but still they do have a chance as they
Yes.
are to proceed into the lower brackets.
Yes, the story is not over for Athena and Divine yet. They still have a chance to be on this tournament or on the finals for this. Once again, Fallen Fury and Arcane did manage to secure their quick slot here, and they're actually nearing on the winner bracket final. So again, it's gonna be a tough one to decide who's gonna be on their side. Is it gonna be Valeria or Lack of Sleep, or is it gonna be Mochi and AlwaysG?
All right. I mean, I think you have been familiar as well with the team AlwaysG, because they have been a team that's very much across the games that we've seen so far, and one of them, of course, which is Solan. And the fact that they are able to really go and qualify for this qualifiers is something that we also have to consider, especially that the placements, in terms of placements, they did also a spectacular performance. But then again, with the likes of their enemy team for later on, we will be seeing, of course, who gets to match up for later. It's very interesting to see how they are going to really go up against them.
Yes, definitely. Battle of Strategies definitely indeed is going to be coming on our way. But the question there is, are they going to be focusing on more on the mining side, or are they going to be focusing more on the main battlefield, securing the middle? Because we saw yesterday, like 2 teams is just focusing on the middle, right?
Yes, I mean, that's true. I mean, at the end of the day, but as we kind of have a reference to yesterday's matches, both matches are very different in terms of strategy. And the first match, we do see it was a very domino effect for Fallen Fury to just really go towards the mid lanes and just, really take it into account that they did not give time for them to recuperate. Meanwhile, for the side of Arcane, we saw that they were basically camping them onto their base, right? So for both the mining and the main battlefield area, so that's also something that they have to consider, and as well as cornering the members of Divine. So this is something that we have to see for later, because I feel like since we do have different lanes to consider in the main battlefield, so maybe this is also something that maybe the likes of AlwaysG or mid-G that can also look forward to. Let's say they can side push into the side lanes, or maybe onto from the north mining area. They would, basically transition themselves to the south. There's a lot of variables that they can consider for this one.
Yes, definitely. Again, the question here is, what strategies or what lane are they going to be pushing? Are they going to be sticking at the middle, or are we going to see a different strategy for today, switching lanes, or maybe they're going to be splitting the teams into 2? Again, this is the question that we're going to answer for today. But again, guys, for those who's watching right now, later on, we're going to give some questions for you. So yesterday, we gave up like a few questions. And for today, here you go. Here is Saya's question of the day.
Speaking of questions, of course, here is my question for you. Which players will enjoy Solan New World the most? Which players will enjoy Solan New World the most? So make sure to tune into that, Masters.
Yes, at the same time, guys, make sure once you voted on the poll, guys, make sure to drop your answers as well on the comment section, so our admins can actually see your name, and maybe this is your chance to get it.
Okay, so for the poll question, which sect will win the first battle? Which sect will win the first battle? Is it AlwaysG or mid-G? There you go.
Yes. Okay,
so go ahead and cast your votes, everyone, and we will be showing you the predictions later on. And again, of course, prediction wise, in terms of our different sect, really does have a big impact in towards the community, because this is also an opportunity for you guys to also know who gets the upper hand in towards our brackets.
Yes, definitely. And again, guys, for those who's watching, make sure to support your guild. And if you haven't shared the stream yet, guys, I suggest you share this live stream to your friends, guildmates as well, or to your random neighbor near you. And make sure to tune in, because again, we're gonna be giving out tons of Razor Gold pins.
Yes, definitely. And again, for those who are actually watching the stream, of course, sharing the stream as well would also, maybe, and answering towards our questions and polls will give you a chance to win our Razor Gold pins. And of course, this is exclusive in towards this live stream, so I do recommend you guys to also really tune in, because maybe during game or maybe towards the pre-game, we could also show you questions that you have the chance to win.
Yes, definitely. Razor Gold pins, guys. It's time for you to get those awesome top-ups, guys, here in Solan New World. So we're just waiting for, guys. Make sure to tune in, because we're having an awesome jam-packed matches for today. And again, I'm pretty excited, Saya, for this. And I hope the community as well is excited. This is a match that I'm actually looking forward to.
I mean, yes, this I think, if I'm not mistaken, these are also one of the teams that are very famous in towards the region.
They are actually very active on in the scene, actually. We've been seeing them in numerous other, you know.
But of course, let's we as you say that, of course they are well known in towards their respective
Yes.
servers here
Yeah.
in Solan. So this is they are a forces to be reckoned with here. So I'm pretty excited how this is going to turn out, because I mentioned earlier that there is a different scope or different strategy from yesterday's matches. So I am excited to see if we are to see a more closer fight or
Yeah.
a more clutch play. So it's really something to look forward to later on.
Yes. And again, they need to watch out on those vacuums later on. And at the same time, they need to pump the energy as well. Because again, the mining area is actually giving a lot of, clutch moment skills in the main battlefield. So again, guys, let's go ahead and check the game.
Yes, let's go ahead and check the teams that are to participate for this matchup. And of course, first and foremost, we do have Team Midji with, if I'm not mistaken, Angie as their guild leader. And of course, here are also the list of their corresponding teammates. And of course, on the second one of their opposing team is AlwaysG, the one that you are most familiar with. And if I'm not mistaken, their guild leader will be Nat for this one.
Yes, definitely. Two guilds right now is actually preparing the question here: who has more energy and effort for today or for tonight's match? Again, we're seeing Miji versus AlwaysG. And I'm very curious about their lineup, because again, AlwaysG is very they're actually playing really aggressive in their games. While on the side of Miji, maybe we're gonna see more defensive style. Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's really going to depend on how they are to execute it, because you mentioned yesterday 70% execution
Yes.
and 30% draft.
Yes.
So we're about to see it later on. But I am curious though as to what type of different class compositions are they going to do it, because yesterday we've been seeing a lot of Geisha swords, Evil Fire Phoenixes, even sausages. So I am excited to see if that is going to be a similar lineup for today's matches, or maybe they do have something in mind, because I am quite seeing as well that in terms of let's say meta for
Yes,
now. It's really more of the Geisha sword and the Phoenix. So maybe a similar setup, but of course maybe other classes are to be considered as well.
Yes. As you can see, majority of the players are using sausage in their matches on our first day. That is because basically there is like an uptime for the heals. If the heals are ready and ready to pop, and it's on cooldown, they have the damage to share as well. So there is like 100% uptime for these classes. They can actually mix and match on how they can actually play on this. But again, let's go ahead and check the match right now.
All right, this is the holding area for both Midji and AlwaysG. All right, this is going to be a very exciting matchup, because again, apart from us, waiting for them to be fully optimized for this game, I am looking forward to what type of play are they going to execute for this one, because okay, it is the common thing to do to just go to the mid lane in the main battlefield and onto the mining area to just, camp kill or base camp kill them. So just so that they won't be able to recuperate or retaliate rather. And here we are seeing both sides of the teams. If I am not mistaken, on the left side we see Team Midji.
Yeah, Miji.
And then the other side is Team AlwaysG.
Yes.
Okay, all right.
So as you can see, guys, everyone is preparing right now. They're deciding which pathway are they going to be going. And again, for those who's watching, guys, don't forget to share the stream, because again, we are in a treat for some GVG action right now here at the Seoul and New World Tournament.
Yes, and again, for those who are currently watching the live stream, don't fret because you too have a chance to win Razor Gold Pins. So all you have to do is tune into the stream and, you know, catch some of my questions.
Yes. Definitely, you need to catch those Seiya questions in order for you,
asks.
Yes, in order for you to win those awesome Razor Gold Pins. Again, guys, we still have like 2 minutes and 15 seconds, guys. Cast your prediction right now in the comment section. We are very excited to check that out later on. But the question there is, Seiya, what's your prediction for this match?
Ooh, I think I am going to go with Team Miji.
Okay, I'll go for AlwaysG.
Okay.
Like what they mentioned, once a G, always a G.
Hey.
Yes.
That's really nice. I mean, it's funny because both of them actually sound similar.
Miji and AlwaysG.
Yeah, Miji and AlwaysG.
Yes.
Okay. So just a quick, look at the results of the polls, right? So, our community or the viewers out there did vote Team Miji as the victors with 59% votes, and AlwaysG with 40% votes. So it's quite close.
Yeah,
it's close. So we are, looking forward for a more closer battle between the two, and I'm pretty excited because a minute left, everyone, before we get to witness what type of gameplay both of these teams are going to pan out.
Yes, and as you can see, guys, everyone is getting ready right now. Everyone is doing their item check, making sure that they have enough items on their end. Plus, again, the buffs and the party system. You need to have like a perfect party for this in order for you to sustain and at the same time to dish out good damage to your enemies. So party is a must for this one.
And I do want to see as well. Well, I mean, I don't want to be a little bit leaning into a specific class, but it's a little personal thing to see blue silver grasses.
Oh, okay.
I mean, but then again, we do have 10 seconds left on the clock, and right now it's pretty exciting to see how the games are going to go.
Yes.
So speaking of, this is going to be the predictions of the community. There you go. 59% for Team Miji and 41% for AlwaysG.
Yes, a very close votes coming from the community. But again, guys, the question here is, can they lock the win here so they can advance and meet the two guilds who actually succeeded yesterday? So that's the question that they need to answer. But again, I think both teams are ready right now, and here you go, guys. Miji versus AlwaysG.
All right, so it is going to be the similar strat here for both sides of the team going in towards the mid lane. And look at the other members of the side of AlwaysG. They are going to try for a more cornered effect, but as you see here, numbers do matter. And when you see at the moment, Team Miji was already able to wipe out the members of AlwaysG inside the turret. So this is something that we have to look forward to, because again, they are not stopping. They are able to look at that vacuum in towards the rear end of our side. So this is a little bit of a comeback for AlwaysG, but then looking at it once more. They are going in for the push. They're not going to give up just yet, but in towards the mining area, we do see a little bit of a scatter for both sides of the teams, but look at that wipeout once again.
Yes, this is what you need right now on the side of AlwaysG and Miji. You need to spread out your characters. The moment that you clump together, that is a go signal for the enemy team to bomb your area. As you can see right now, everyone is trying to scatter around, trying to do a cloud formation. Low HP on KZ, and right now he's trying to escape with 0 HP. And going back to the main battlefield, Miji right now is just securing the tower. Everybody is sitting pretty here, but few players on the side of AlwaysG is trying to cloud up. But again, guys, that is not safe. You need to get out of there. You need to regroup on this. And AlwaysG has still 1,320 energy. They need to use this. They need to protect the tower if they want to survive on this match.
All right, it's a little bit of a scattered play here, but they are able to push out this inner turret in towards the middle side. So now they are going in for the push. Once again, this is really interesting as this is a bit faster than expected.
Yes, and right now Miji is at full control on this one. They have one set party or one set group just to take the objective, and few players outside of the periphery and destroying the players. As you can see right now, AlwaysG is trying to regroup, but they're kind of scattered here. Their DPS is kind of scattered. They need to regroup up on this one. They need to push in. This is a perfect opportunity for them to push. Towers is actually 50%. Right now, AlwaysG trying to protect the turf, but again, they need to destroy the remaining players of Miji. Miji right now is sustaining left and right. 2 players right now, make that 3 players right now, standing in front of AlwaysG. AlwaysG is losing members on this battle, but again, Miji sustaining the fight. Tower is at 20%, make that 15%. Energy is not depleting on their end. AlwaysG, you need to use those energy, you need to use those skills in order for it to push.
Yes, indeed. But they do have the opportunity to use it at the later parts of the game just to try to get a little bit more power or boost coming in when they do try to eliminate them. They just really need that good of a set. So far, it's really safe to assume that Miji does have the upper hand, especially that they were able to destroy the turrets. But at the same time, though, I do think that this is a perfect opportunity for AlwaysG to actually do it. But how can they if they are wiped out at the moment?
Yes, this is a good strategy on the side of Miji. They're just playing objective. They just want to take the tower because that is the hindrance that they're having right now. AlwaysG is trying to protect. They're trying to clump up. But again, they need to be careful. That vacuum is up and ready. But again, that is a failed vacuum on the floor. But again, the DPS on the side of Miji securing 6-7 kills on their end. And on the side as well, on the mining area. Vacuum on the floor. Ming Ming dishing out good damage there. They tried to fall back on this one. But again, AlwaysG is left out here. You need to escape. Oh, not this time. They're securing the kill right now. Both mining and main battlefield. Miji proving their way that they want to be on top of AlwaysG.
Although there was a little bit of a moment wherein AlwaysG was able to hold off the ground, at least for the main battlefield. But look at the mining area at the moment. There is a lot of fiasco that's happening here, but then backups are on its way. So now we do see some action coming in from AlwaysG in towards the main battlefield. And look at this. They're trying to sustain. They're trying their best to really push and regroup just so that they can make up for the losses.
And here we go, guys. We are focusing right now on the main battlefield. One player right now is trying to dish out good damage, but again, 6 players down. What are you doing?
That was such a
He's just wiping
play.
everyone.
The timing of the skills was so much for Team AlwaysG, enough to actually go into a 1v6 fight.
He's just charging that elite skill or special skill and dropping on top of AlwaysG. One solo player destroying the full stack of AlwaysG.
That is a game pacer, a game changer. And now we do have a question for you guys at the moment here while everything's happening. Where can players experience Soland New World? Console, PC and mobile, or mobile? Go ahead and comment your answers there for you guys to have a chance to win Razor Gold Pins. But then again, going back here, who is going to be the victor as we see AlwaysG being annihilated by the members of Miji. Take note, there isn't a lot of members of Miji in towards the main battlefield, but they are being eradicated off the map.
Definitely. And AlwaysG right now trying to sustain the damage here. Miji right now trying to push in. Again, they're just sending out like few players right now. And just to give you a heads up for everyone, guys, for those people watching right now, every time that you are killing a player, you are getting points on this one. AlwaysG on the side, they still have 3,000 points or energy on this one. They can actually use to burst down the remaining players. But again, on the side of Miji, they're actually switching lanes, going for the top lane, trying to push in. They're trying to destroy all of the towers here. AlwaysG trying to divert the attention. They need to focus up on defending on their crystal. Some of the players on the side of AlwaysG trying to push on the mid, but again, guys, good wipe there. On the side of AlwaysG, good protect there, good backup there on the side of AlwaysG. But again, guys, the remaining players still have some firepower. Miji destroying the remaining players of AlwaysG.
So basically, what they did is they destroyed the middle area and then transitioned themselves to the side lanes. I think this is a bit of a diversion play that can come from Team Miji here, because look at the response rate that AlwaysG is doing right now. So look at that beautiful wipeout once again by Miji here, and that is enough to dwindle the members of AlwaysG. And look at the other side of the map as well, that they are really inflicting a lot of damage here for both areas, and Miji is just too much to handle at the moment.
Yes. And I think right now they're just having fun on the side of Miji. They just want to take everything here out of the hands of AlwaysG, but AlwaysG still trying their best to defend this. And as you can see, Angie right now on the side of Miji is just diving in, very aggressive, has full confidence that he has the backup, has the healers as well. And look at those wings right now.
Yeah, that is too big. but you know, it takes a lot for you to get the, I mean, based on my experience. But going back in towards this game, again, they're just basically waiting for this turret to be pushed. And again, look at how they are basically, you know, disseminating their members for the side of Miji. They're letting one or two people handle many of AlwaysG, and that is a difficult situation to be in, because look, while they are preoccupied onto the side lanes, in towards the middle, they're already prioritizing the base crystal.
Yes, good bombs there on side of Miji. They saw that coming. But again, guys, KRN right now just diving in with Angie. They're just spawn capping on this one, and right now they're shifting their focus right to the crystal. 50% on the side of AlwaysG. They need to protect this, but again, guys, they are not giving some air to breathe in on the side of AlwaysG. Even at the spawn point, Miji is just casting those big AoEs. To Moon as well is just securing this one, trying to hit normal attack, but again, guys, that's too far. To Moon, you need to fall back on this one, but again, the backup on the side of Miji is here, but again, it's not enough to secure that player, and it ended up on a win on the side of Miji.
Congratulations for them, as they have secured their spot here into the upper brackets, and maybe they would get to meet with Fallen Fury if I'm not mistaken. But right now, looking at the stats right here real quick, first is first as the Geisha Sword here with 215 kills and 105 assists, followed by Angie, DJ Doraemon, Tumon, with 4 of them being Geisha Swords. So again, it is canon. Geisha Swords are the current meta for this one. Cathaholic for the side of the AlwaysG was able to bag up the top 5th spot, right? And as well as the members of the other members of AlwaysG, as you know, sausage classes. But then looking at the sub battlefield status, we do see here onto it's really more of a dominating thing for the side of Miji. And again, both areas were very well dominated by this team.
Yes, definitely. Again, good points there on the side of Miji, showing that they have the will to win on this match. But again, still GG well played on the side of AlwaysG. It's not the end of the road for them. They still have the lower bracket to win and get a chance again to go up in the finals.
Yes, pretty sure later on we will be seeing an updated brackets. But again, that was our first match of day number 2, wherein Miji is to advance, and of course AlwaysG will still proceed to the lower brackets. And Again, this is something similar that has happened to the first matches from yesterday. The only difference is that they utilized the different lanes this time around.
Yes, this is the first time that we saw top lane is being utilized. Plus
And a 1v6.
1v6.
And a 1v6. That
Not
is...
only that, it's like 1 versus like 12 or something.
Yeah,
14.
but 6 were eliminated from that 12. And
Yes.
that is something that you have to consider, because not just the timing of the skill sets that was being executed, but as well as the usage of the special skills as well were highly capitalized. And it was really a good highlight for to say the least.
Somebody clipped that.
Yes.
Yeah. So definitely, I agree with Say on that one. They're just actually backing up on the energy plus the special skill. Once he has all the tooltips that he has, he just went in immediately with full confidence, wiping the full stack of AlwaysG. But again, I just want to talk about AlwaysG quickly on this one. I really like how they actually started the game. On the first set, setting the tempo, they have a good pushes, they have a good spread out as well. They don't want to have that quick lump on their end. That's why this the first push was kind of it's an almost win. But again, Miji has Angie and the remaining players as well, wherein they know where to drop the skills and where is the weak spot on the side of AlwaysG. The moment that AlwaysG collapses on that middle, that's actually a go signal on the side of Miji to take the tower, spread out, secure left and right lanes, and protect the team who's doing the objective.
That is true, and it really showed in towards their gameplay from earlier, and it was a little bit of a snippet, but we were also able to see how Team Miji was able to dominate the mining areas, and this isn't something that was similar to the yesterday's matches that they were base camping. It was more of they were going in for a sandwich strategy wherein they were trying to corner out the members of AlwaysG and making there's a significant amount of delay in terms of when they dish out their skill sets, enough for them to sweep out or reverse sweep out the team fight and to eventually collect the necessary buffs that they needed, just so that they had the power up that they are opting for in towards the main.
The main battlefield can accommodate up to 40...
That is something that we have to take note. And right now, of course, again, that is the conclusion of our first match. And on to the next one, we will be seeing another set of intense matches of a best of one. But of course, Fallen Sandy and Lee and I will be just taking a little quick break, so don't go away. We'll be right back.
Soul Masters, while the northern and southern mines can each host up to 30 Soul Masters. The maps for the northern and southern mines are identical and feature numerous crystal stones. Mining these stones provides energy, supporting battlefield skills on the main battlefield. On the main battlefield, there are 3 main routes for attack. Both sides have 10 defensive towers, 3 outer towers, 3 inner towers, 3 high ground towers, and 1 crystal base. The battlefield commander can use the energy obtained from the mines to activate battlefield skills for support. These skills can enhance the Soul Master's attack and defense, disrupt the enemy's defensive towers, rendering them incapable of attack, summon siege vehicles to strike enemy towers from a distance, and even teleport to rally teammates. On the main battlefield, defeating enemy Soul Masters or destroying enemy towers will earn tournament points. These points are crucial for determining the outcome of the match. The first side to score 50,000 points or destroy the enemy's crystal base wins the match. Remember, when the pickaxes of the mines resonate with the blades of battle, that is the true symphony of victory. The team that stands victorious on the podium will be the one that best understands how to conquer with both intelligence and cooperation, creating miracles. All Soul Masters, hear your command. Unleash your soul rings and let the entire continent crown you. esteemed Soul Masters, the first Soul Master tournament, attracting the attention of the entire continent, has officially begun. From this moment onward, your passion and strategies will forge legends. This is not just a battle for personal glory, but the ultimate trial to test the strength of your team's spirit. When the drums of war beat, only by entrusting your backed comrades worthy of that trust can you charge towards the throne of the top sect. Now let me introduce the rules of the Soul Master Tournament. The battlefield of the Soul Master Tournament is divided into 3 areas: the main battlefield, the northern mine, and the southern mine. The main battlefield can accommodate up to 40 Soul Masters, while the northern and southern mines can each host up to 30 Soul Masters. The maps for the northern and southern mines are identical and feature numerous crystal stones. Mining these stones provides energy, supporting battlefield skills on the main battlefield. On the main battlefield, there are 3 main routes for attack. Both sides have 10 defensive towers, 3 outer towers, 3 inner towers, 3 high ground towers, and 1 crystal base. The battlefield commander can use the energy obtained from the mines to activate battlefield skills for support. These skills can enhance the Soul Master's attack and defense, disrupt the enemy's defensive towers, rendering them incapable of attack, summon siege vehicles to strike enemy towers from a distance, and even teleport to rally teammates. On the main battlefield, defeating enemy Soul Masters or destroying enemy towers will earn tournament points. These points are crucial for determining the outcome of the match. The first side to score 50,000 points or destroy the enemy's crystal base wins the match. Remember, when the pickaxes of the mines resonate with the blades of battle, that is the true symphony of victory. The team that stands victorious on the podium will be the one that best understands how to conquer with both intelligence and cooperation, creating miracles. All Soul Masters, hear your command. Unleash your soul rings and let the entire continent crown you.
Welcome back, guys. Again, we are your casters for today. My name is Paul Insanity. Of course, together with Seyorda. Okay, again, guys, the timer is up, and we are pretty excited for the next match.
That is true. And of course, again, the first match from earlier has concluded, to which we saw Team Miji was able to hail triumphant. And now we are going to proceed with the last match of the day.
Yes.
But don't worry, guys, in towards the chat, we will be having a set of questions for you in a bit as well, for you guys to win Razor Gold
Yes.
Pins.
Speaking of questions, there you go.
There you go.
Another Seiya question of the night.
Zaya asks, who is the latest Ultimate Champion?
Oh,
Who is the latest Ultimate Champion?
Go-
A. Qian Renshu, Xiao Wu, Dai Mubai, or Tang San?
yes. Again, guys, who is the latest Ultimate Companion for this one?
Yes. Again, Qian Renshu, B. Xiao Wu, C. Dai Mubai, or D. Tang San?
Okay. So, guys, for those who's answering this one, make sure to answer it and put it on the comment section as well, guys, so we can double check, you know? Let's go.
All right, we'll be seeing in a bit. And again, of course, like I mentioned earlier, we are going to proceed for the next match, which is going to be shown in a bit.
Yeah.
Their team compositions or the team names will be shown in a bit. But at least you already have an idea, which is going to be Team VilLaINERA and Team Non Noi.
Non.
Yes, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, do correct me if my pronunciations are not on point. But
Yes.
that is as much as far that I have heard. But of course, which sect will win the second battle? Which sect do you think will win the second battle? Is it VilLaINERA or Non-Noi? Do
Non-Noi.
comment in on the chat your answers.
Yes. Again, guys, this is going to be pretty exciting. Second match of the night. Again, guys, we are Fun Sanity and see your caster. Just in case that they forgot who's casting this this round. And again, guys, if you haven't downloaded Soulland New World, this is your perfect chance to download it right now and join the fun, because again, this is for everybody.
And
Yes.
indeed. And of course, again, my Zaya asks, my questions can also give you chances to win Razor Gold pins.
Yes.
Again, we're going to choose 2 winners, if I'm not mistaken, of these Razor Gold pins. So make sure you guys tune in towards the live stream. Of course, comment your answers as well.
Yes, comment your answers as well. But again, guys, this is going to be a tough match, definitely. And we actually checked several classes earlier. And I just want to talk about the one-hit delete class or player. The name is Angie. Angie,
it was
the
the
one.
leader. It was
Yes,
the
the
team leader.
one-hit delete skill of Angie. Angie is like, I'm speechless, actually.
I mean, there isn't really much to talk about.
Yeah.
It's really more of the execution and how Angie was able to hold off the members of AlwaysG from earlier. That was a game changer for them, because we did see a little bit of light for AlwaysG when they were trying to push in towards the mid lanes. It was only Angie being the iron wall for them that prevented that from happening.
Yeah, so I wasn't expecting like for a bit of few seconds there. I just thought that maybe Angie has like tech issues, that he's just charging alone. But apparently it's all in the plan, dropping those big spears and destroying everyone. But again, guys, speaking of brackets, let's go and check the bracket right now.
All right, let's see the journey of each of our teams. So again, we do see Fallen Fury in towards the second set of our upper brackets, as well as Arcane. So earlier, we have seen, or we've witnessed Team Miji to be the victors of our third match. So they will be facing off Team Arcane for our next set of matches. And then, of course, in towards the lower bracket, you do see here AlwaysG still does have their chance to really fight it off and, for these losers bracket. But so right now, we are going to witness the team VilLaINERA and Non-Noi for their battle later on.
Yes. Okay, brackets has been casted right now. Question here is, who's gonna go to the upper bracket and go to the lower bracket after this match?
Yes, indeed. And I mean, at the same time, though, our teams, basically no one's eliminated just
Yes,
yet. It's merely more of identifying who gets to stay at the uppers and who's to stay at the lower brackets. But speaking of, let's now introduce the teams or the sect that will be battling it out for our final match of the day. So it's Team VilLaINERA versus Team nonnoy. And if I'm not mistaken, for VilLaINERA, it's Zuofan who is their sect leader. And for the side of nonnoy, it is Amaking.
Anakin. Okay.
Yes.
A very interesting match, but the question there is, what is the lineup of VilLaINERA versus nonnoy? Are we gonna see more sausage players, or are we gonna see more DPS or damage dealer players on this?
Definitely. And again, this is something that we will have to see once again later on, because I think I have been very consistent with how things are at. But of course, looking at the community predictions, it's apparently nonnoy who has the favor of the community by 65%, and VilLaINERA with 35%. What's your opinion on this?
It's I think VilLaINERA still have maybe they're still trying to.
So you're going for VilLaINERA?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, then I'll go for nonnoy.
I mean, 35% is not bad if you have like good RNG.
Yeah, I mean,
You know, if you
yes,
have good
that
RNG,
is true. I mean,
35% is not bad.
sometimes the predictions, of the community is there to, at least stabilize a certain amount of, impression. But then again, at the same time, there are these moments wherein, teams prove the community wrong. So I feel like on your end, maybe that's what you're trying to seek here, which is, VilLaINERA will be proving the community wrong. But of course, I'll be sticking with nonnoy just to, contrast you on that regard. But at the same time, there is a reason why the community did choose this specific team. You know?
Definitely. And again, guys, for those who's watching, Team VilLaINERA, make some noise in the chat. Make sure that you type in your support for the team. And of course, for Team nonnoy as well, let's go on the chat as well. Make sure to spam your comments there. Who is the guild that you're supporting right now? And who is the predicted guild that you have for this night?
That is true. That is correct. And of course, we're just waiting for our teams to be optimized and towards the game to proceed later on into the holding area. And speaking of, I think they will be going there in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. There you go.
Yay.
Right on cue, right on time. Yes, I did predict that. You have to thank me later.
Yes, okay.
Definitely. And of course, again, as mentioned from earlier, this is a similar setup from what you guys have witnessed during match number 1. So we are just waiting for both of the teams to be prepared. And of course, as usual, the 2 teams of each sect will be proceeding. One team from the main battlefield and the other to the mining area. So you have to take note, guys, once again, to those who are currently watching the stream. There are 2 areas for this specific matchups. Okay, it's not just the main battlefield where we usually see the brawls, but the mining area as well. Both the north and the south does provide specific energy or buffs that the guild leaders have the liberty to use when battling into the main battlefield. So this isn't like the usual. Of course, it's already the standard that the first to break the base crystal will win. But apart from that objective, if in the event that the base crystal is not yet destroyed, for a duration or a period of time, the other objective that our teams have to consider is first to earn 50,000 points.
Exactly.
Yes.
And by doing that, you can actually kill players. Per player has a certain amount of points that you can actually get. So that's why you saw on the previous matches that some of them are just spawn camping and just killing players. It's actually 2 ways in order for you to win the game. if you don't have the firepower to push in, you better just farm them.
That is true. And again, this is applicable to both sides of the areas. But the main objective is either to earn points or to destroy the base crystal. To which I think if you are, of course, being one of the teams that are participating here, the best and the most convenient way of doing so is to basically destroy the base turrets, right? Because again, this is where tactics come into play. And as you guys have witnessed in towards the first game, we saw that Team Migi was able to utilize multiple lanes and not just one. So that's one of many variables that our team can really use to their to their advantage.
Yes. Again, guys, 1 minute and 55 seconds on our timer before we start the game. Again, chat, for those who's watching, make sure to support your team by just typing, that good luck or you got this on the chat, guys. Come on. Are you Team Nonoy? Type it in. Or are you Team VilLaINERA? Chat, let's go and support the guilds that's actually having their battle right now.
That is correct. And of course, you guys, our fellow viewers as well, do not fret because you will also have a chance to win Razor Gold pins in towards the duration of the stream. All you have to do is tune into Zaya Asks to my questions. This is a new segment now.
Yes, a new segment.
I will create my own segment now. So all you have to do is just tune into the questions that we will provide for you, and you just have to answer it in towards the chat for you guys to get a chance to win Razor Gold pins. So everyone is a winner for our streams. So you guys have to make sure to tune in to that.
Yes, just imagine watching good fights plus Razor Gold pins on top of that. Oh, gee, let's go.
That is true. So 40 seconds on the clock. We are waiting for both of these teams. We are ready for what they have in store, and I'm pretty excited because these two teams, aesthetic-wise, they're quite different. Well, at the same time, I am excited how they are going to strategize for this one, because we've seen variations of strategies. So let's see how both Nonoy and VilLaINERA are to execute theirs.
Yes, pretty excited for this one. This is gonna be like server 17 versus server 11. And again, guys, for those who's watching, we're about to start the game. This is gonna be VilLaINERA versus Nonoy later on. So again, if you're supporting the guilds that we have right now, make sure to chat in and show your support in the comment section.
Yes, and without further ado, let's go in towards the game. Masters, let's go. And again, middle lane is their target.
Yes, right now, as you can see, Nonoy right now charging in with a full roster on this one. They need to be careful on this one. But again, guys, good push there on the side of VilLaINERA, trying to destroy the front liner. But again, the back lane on the side of Nonoy is still intact here. But again, that's a counter initiation, guys. But again, VilLaINERA wiping out. You need to regroup. You cannot push in one by one. And majority of the players on the side of Nonoy are trying to split up. Few players are moving on the north side. And again, they're trying to destroy the middle right now. I think VilLaINERA is setting a new direction right now. Oh, that's a good push. You cannot do that in VilLaINERA's tower.
That is a 5-man wipeout for the side of VilLaINERA, and now they are trying to mediate and set back the equilibrium. But look at this, though. The management of their skills is a bit too strong for VilLaINERA at the moment, and they are trying to reclaim what they own. And seeing here on the back lines as well, 2 people also down for the side of Nonoy. And look at this. They are already breaching in their turrets. They were able to turn the tides around for the side of VilLaINERA, but let's see how Nonoy are going to respond. Look at that vacuum, beautiful execution, but then again, there's no follow-up. Where is the follow-up, as they are the ones that are being teared down by VilLaINERA?
Yes, and definitely we're talking about 35% vote of the community that VilLaINERA can win this. And right now, they are actually proving that there is more than 35% on what they're showing right now. VilLaINERA is actually really composed, and right now, the backup coming from Nonoy is here. Can we see a change on strategy on the side of Nonoy? We're talking about points, 850 versus 620. Again, Nonoy right now trying to fire back on this one. Quick battle back here on the side of VilLaINERA. VilLaINERA is still on control on this one. 80% of the tower, they are still intact. But again, their quick fallback quick. Special skill. But again, guys, a few players are only down on the side of VilLaINERA. VilLaINERA is still on the lead on this.
That is true. But then again, let's see. Team Nonoy tries to go and dash it forward, but two members from VilLaINERA are the ones tanking everything up, but then being outnumbered, and now they're trying to keep up the pace here for Team Nonoy. They're back into the middle lines for both sides of the team, and the backups are here, and they're trying to make things work. But again, a difficulty in making things right, because look at that! One speedy hit for the side of VilLaINERA, and they were able to wipe out once again the members of Nonoy.
VilLaINERA proving that they have more than 35% on this. And right now, they're trying to slow down the pace on the side of Nonoy. Nonoy right now, they need to come up with a brand new strategy on this one, or else VilLaINERA will take the win out of their hands. And as you can see, God right now on the north side trying to flank in and try to delay. But again, majority of the players right now of VilLaINERA trying to drop skills. They need to be careful on this one. Nonoy needs to fall back. But again, guys, counter initiation on the side of Nonoy, wiping the front players of VilLaINERA.
Retaliation coming in from Nonoy this time around. They're trying to not push too much in towards the turf, but then they're trying to make things slowly but surely, eradicating the members of VilLaINERA one by one. This time they're basing it off of numbers. They're not going to push with, you know, limited amount of people. And right now they are going in together. Dashing in goes towards the behind, but they're prioritizing the turrets. They are making things work here for the side of Nonoy at the moment. They were able to wipe out the members of VilLaINERA who were trying to defend.
Yes, again, on the side of Nonoy, they still have like a lot of energy that can actually pop. And on the side of VilLaINERA, all they need to do is just regroup, because again, the fight is very equal on this. They can actually fall back and just push in right away. And again, Nonoy is just stuck here in front, and right now, quick vacuum there, but no capitalization on the side of VilLaINERA. VilLaINERA is just wiping, sniping left and right on the side of Nonoy. Nonoy, on the other hand, is trying to fall back, trying to paddle back on this. They can still kill this, they can still wipe the tower, but again, it's a back and forth fight coming on the side of VilLaINERA and Nonoy.
Nonoy and both VilLaINERA are basically off on a close combat for two of the teams. Look at that. But then again, speaking of look at that, let's have a little bit of a question for both of our teams. Which rewards are commonly obtained from major events? Is it A, soul, bone, and mind method, B, random common items, C, basic experience boosts, or D, cosmetic items? So again, guys, do comment down your answers on the chat for you guys to win Razor Gold Pins. And looking back here towards the game, we do see VilLaINERA depleting in health once more, but I do see the Team Nonoy does have a little bit of a difficulty in destroying the turrets. And going here into the mining area, they're trying to go for the numbers play for the side of Nonoy.
Yeah, on the side of Nonoy, basically,
They're base camping.
I think right now they're just charging their energy right now, and they're gonna pop it anytime soon. But again, guys, the question there is, do they still have enough time to pop those energies and push in? Because earlier and right now, VilLaINERA is on the momentum on this one. They don't want to take a break on this. And VilLaINERA, they need to just finish off the remaining players.
And this is really off into a slowly but surely type of pace for VilLaINERA, because notice how they're not fully charging in, but at the same time they're basically destroying the members that are trying to defend for the side of Nonoy.
Yes. Nonoy, actually both towers are still up on two teams right now. Valeria is hitting at around 10%. And VilLaINERA right
Ooh.
now, they need to regroup. I am not sure where is the rest of the players of VilLaINERA, but there you go. Few players right now are doing the backup here. And Noi trying to move around. I'm not sure what's going to be their plan, but they need to take action on this one. We're talking about 2,190 points on their belt right now. They need to take action. We're talking about like 6,000 plus points.
But at the same time, though, they are able to win out the fights here for the side of Nonnoy. But then the resources-wise and the points-wise, this is something that I am a bit curious about. Because despite having low points, they are able to, be advantageous in towards the mid-fights here in the main battle field. So this is something interesting because even if they do have the advantage, they don't seem to be pushing aggressively.
Yes, it's actually a good plan on the side of Nonnoy. Again, guys, in order for you to win this, either you have like 50,000 points on your score area, or you break the final crystal. And as you can see right now, this is going to be a quick 5v5 master duel right now on the upper floor, trying to do damage, trying to skip up on this one. Huge damage there coming from God. God right now jumping in, trying to secure the kill, but again, guys, quick backup there on the side of VilLaINERA. VilLaINERA is still surviving on this one. This is going to be a tough fight, a 5v5 match. But again, VilLaINERA still going on the top versus Nonnoy here. Ooh.
Oh. So that is very interesting on how that was planned out. But then again, going back in towards the main battlefield, looking at both of the sides. Oh, they're actually utilizing the other lanes as well.
Yes. And I think that is the plan. Master Vi on top, securing additional 15k points on the side of Nonnoy. Nonnoy is just planning away and hitting objective per objective. And they're almost done with the first tower on the main battlefield. And as you can see, VilLaINERA right now trying to sustain. Again, I think that they got shocked on what's happening on this. They have a good lead on the first round, but again, Nonnoy, they will not have like 70% plus votes or 60%, 65% vote from the community if they don't, leave up the name on this. And as you can see, they're just dropping skills left and right. Good snipe there. God is back on the middle now. They are sniping God right now. God is actually 50%. Kills over God right now. Can he push? The question here is, can they end up the tower here on the side of VilLaINERA?
Let's see, because right now I feel like Nonnoy is trying to just really hold off their turrets right there. Look at how they're not fully committing to the members of VilLaINERA. But look at this though, in towards the inner turrets, we see that VilLaINERA is slowly trying to reach in towards their turret. But there is the line of defense coming in from Team Nonnoy as well.
Yes, Team Nonnoy actually fall back on this one. That's the reason why we're not seeing majority of the players on the side of VilLaINERA. They're actually trying to gang up on the north side. But right now, that information is already been set to Nonnoy. They know where they can actually find the remaining players on the side of VilLaINERA. VilLaINERA right now is trying to move from the north side. This is actually a go signal that they can actually push on the middle. As you can see earlier at the mid, they have that cannon hitting the tower. They are just setting those skills right now for them. And wow, they're just setting like 4 players, 5 players on the side of VilLaINERA just to take like 12 players. Again, Nonnoy is dropping really fast on this one. They can actually dive in. This is actually the go signal. This is the mid and top view for those who's watching right now. This is VilLaINERA versus Nonnoy, only here at Soland New World Tournament.
And right now, just looking at how both of these teams really fight it out. It's really, this is actually one of the longest games that we've had so far. And with the variety usage of a lot of lanes, I think this is playing time, if we could say it, because this is something that isn't an aggressive type of play, but this is more of a more timely management.
Yeah, it will force Nonoy to choose, are they going to be defending the north side or are they going to be defending the middle side?
Yes.
They need to distribute the main characters as well, who's going to hit north or who's going to hit middle. Yeah, again, this is a brilliant plan on the side of VilLaINERA, showing that they have the courage, they have what it takes to be on top of this one. And as you can see, they're trying to vacuum right now. No capitalize. Here we go. Quick burst there. Quick. That is actually a special skill has been dropped there on the side of VilLaINERA, wiping the rest of the players. No one survived that. VilLaINERA showing what's 35% of skill or votes that they're gonna have, and they're showing 100%, 101% versus Nonoy right now.
That was a spectacular gameplay coming in. There's a vacuum once again, but there is no follow-up for the side of Nonoy, and now this could be a time to retaliate. But look at the pinch damage coming in from the side of Nonoy. So now they are trying to go back here. Oh, but look at that damage!
Restart?
They were power spiked, and now they have no choice but to go back here.
Anti-gamer trying to burst down.
Oh, look at that!
Wait. Needs a fallback.
HP is still alive here.
But they're gonna go in. Ong right now.
They're not going in.
Ong right now is preparing. They're ready to jump.
Oh, okay. I think they're just waiting for the right time for them to actually go for the push. But so far, even if they're not really dishing out all of the skill sets, they are able to deplete the members of Nonoy.
Yeah, definitely. But again, guys, the mid fight is back. Jet Upper is back as well. And as you can see, Nonoy right now is moving. Molkong right now is dead as well on the side of Nonoy. The remaining players of VilLaINERA is trying to push in. Moving on the side, Crasher from the north. Can we see a flank there? No flank there, no stuns there. And as you can see, quick vacuum on the south side. But again, guys, 2 players is down on the side of VilLaINERA. VilLaINERA trying to survive. But again, those sausage right now, dropping those skills, dropping those heals. Again, quick wipe there on the side of Nonoy. Nonoy, you need to fall back on this. You need to fall back. VilLaINERA succeeding the defense, succeeding on the offense. Nonoy crashing down slowly. VilLaINERA taking the bag on this. And they are actually on the charge here with a siege cannon.
Ooh, now this is a little bit of a comeback, at least for the side of VilLaINERA. But again, look at this. Team Nonoy was able to stabilize the mid sides once again. But then VilLaINERA is currently holding their ground. This is something that is interesting to see, because despite the to and fro's of both sides of the team, none of them are actually going on full aggressive.
Yes. And as you can see, guys, on your screen right now, Concept trying to survive, trying to fall back. He's looking for a healer, but again, guys, the shield is up on the side of Concept. He can actually deal now damage. Again, good call there on the side of VilLaINERA. Mira, Ong, trying to fall back, trying to kite. Here we go. Can we see a full commitment here on the side of VilLaINERA? VilLaINERA got caught there. Ong, Mira is out of this one. And again, Dior charging in. Concept, Saya charging the guild. Can they push? Can they finish off the remaining players of VilLaINERA? But again, VilLaINERA is charged up. Backup is here. They need to form up. They need to move on the sides. But again, F2P on the north side, trying to buy some time. Trying to charge in. No vacuum yet. But again, here we go. F2P trying to fall back. Good initiation there on the side of Nonoy. Nonoy right now wiping the remaining players of the front line of VilLaINERA. VilLaINERA right now is crumbling down. Slowly but surely, they're losing members. And Nonoy is on charge. And Nonoy as well is on sustain on this first tower.
Trying to at least destroy this tower this time around, but then again, the backups for the side of Nonoy are here as well. But they do decide to back away, because look at Mal from the behind, but was also taken down. The turret is very low on HP. I feel like this is an opportunity for them to prioritize that first before proceeding for the push.
Yes, and right now, Nonoy is losing numbers here. They are actually just sacrificing their characters just to destroy the tower. They didn't even take down the tower. That tower is a pixel away.
still alive.
Wow.
And well for their sides. And this is something interesting because now we see onto the top side of our map, we are now seeing actually.
That is the south side.
Oh, that's the south side rather. We are actually seeing two different fights from earlier. So now, again, this is still back to who gets to really go for the push.
Yes.
It's back to the question of who gets to really push out these turrets. But then again, it's interesting because even after the wipeouts, even after them destroying the members, there isn't any specific, tower diving that's happening here.
Yes, they're very careful on the side of VilLaINERA. They're just putting like minimum effort on the middle, while on the side of Nonoy, they're actually like 85% all in at the middle. And as you can see, this is actually the go signal for Nonoy. They're actually going in. But again, they just need to be careful. VilLaINERA has like 1/6 energy right now. They can actually drop those big skills. And as you can see here, they're not gonna commit. They're trying to teleport right now. Guys, it's time for us to defend. Haru and the rest of the guys on the side of VilLaINERA is just buying some time. This is the art of war on the side of VilLaINERA, playing the mind games. No, you cannot push. We're gonna push on the other side and you need to defend this.
They need to defend this indeed because they are slowly going in. They're crashing in towards the party. But let's see, as we do see some reinforcements going in towards the middle side of the lanes. And right now, this is more of a defense. Supposedly coming in.
Mind games it is.
All right. But then, as we actually see, both of the teams are taking their time. As we keep mentioning earlier, this isn't something that is, really showing off an amount of assertiveness. This is more of really backing up the members that calls for it. So both. We do see VilLaINERA trying their best to destroy this turret. Meanwhile, Nonoy on towards their feet, defending with all their might. But look at that. There were wipeouts to and fro for both sides and trades as well. But there is a spark of hope for Nonoy right now as they were able to defeat and destroy the members of VilLaINERA, protecting their turret. And now they will be proceeding to the next lane, which we do see here on towards the top, which was breached by VilLaINERA. So now once again, we will be seeing another team fight. But who will be victorious on this one? Because if Nonoy does defend this, they do have a chance to push once again. And which I think they do, because members of VilLaINERA are nowhere to be seen. Only Peerless, who is the remaining member here. And I feel like this will go down since numbers do matter. But then look at the other side of our area.
Yes, this is gonna be the master fight again, guys. Again, I just want to commend VilLaINERA for giving us a one good fight. A very surgical strategy. And here we go, guys. It's 5v5 right now. Whoever wins this will get extra points in this. 2100 versus 2500 on the side of Nonoy. Nonoy right now on the side taking down one player. And here we go, trying to, they're actually locked in. Quick burst there, quick electric there. Everyone is dropping, and VilLaINERA back on the scoreboard with 36,000 points. Nonoy, you need to do something on this.
I feel like the transition of lanes are not going as effective as Nonoy would like to instigate that, but then again, the objective take coming in from VilLaINERA is working in towards their favor, that they're basically close to that 50k points.
Yes, and as you can see, the distribution of players as well on the side of VilLaINERA is brilliant. They're just throwing out like 3 players, 4 players, 5 players on different sides. And Nonoy is having a hard time distinguishing which side VilLaINERA is hitting.
just like this one, I feel, and the way that they do separate their fights and their skirmishes as well is something that you have to take into account, because again, as time passes, I feel like at this point VilLaINERA is just buying time and collecting these points, because they do scatter or disperse their members, try to kill off as much members of Team Nonoy, at the same time gathering more energies into the other mining area. But look at that vacuum, beautifully done, beautifully executed, and now they go for the kill. More points up in store for the side of VilLaINERA, and now they're going in for the push. Over numbering matters here for VilLaINERA, as they are now going in and trying to deplete as much health as they can see here against Nonoy.
Yes, and as you can see right now, VilLaINERA is on the upper hand, sitting at 37,000 points. All they need to do, actually they have option. They can actually just farm kills, and at the same time they can actually take the tower. They have destroyed majority of the third tower lane, but here you go, guys. Speaking of destroying, majority of the players on the side of VilLaINERA is actually on the north side. But again, guys, you cannot push Nonoy. You need to hold it, because you're gonna deal with the middle lane after this. And here we go. Slowly, they're just camping, trying to destroy one of the towers at the middle.
This is, well, you could say an intentional prolonged game, right?
Yes.
Because they have a lot of objectives up on their sleeve, and they are trying to capitalize on each and every one, to which VilLaINERA, I think, was able to do, because look at the difference of their scores this time around. And the fact that they are able to roam around with different sides of the lanes is something that we have to consider here, because look at how Nonoy has to keep on reacting to their strategy or to their play.
Yes. VilLaINERA is very composed. They have this in the bag. All they need to do is just sustain and distribute their members equally on other sides.
Vacuum.
But again, guys, even on the fights right now, dropping those electric quick bombs there, trying to lock in the remaining players of Nonoy. Nonoy right now trying to fire back, but again, unsuccessful, trying to fall back. And Malkin right now, diving in with low HP. He doesn't care anymore. He just wants to dive in and, you know, help his guildmates. The majority of the sausage right now is trying to sustain kills right now, debuffs as well. Again, a two-way push coming from VilLaINERA. Nonoy, which area are you going to be defending on this? Is it going to be on the south side, or are you going to be defending at the middle?
Again, the distribution of the members is seen efficiently being used by VilLaINERA at the moment. The mere fact that they were able to, you know, both triumph on two of those lanes is something that it is demonstrated beautifully by VilLaINERA here, and now they are going to focus in towards this mid turret, to which Nonoy does try their valiant effort to defend, but then again, the amount of damage output that's being inflicted to them is a little bit too much. And take note, VilLaINERA only has few members in towards the middle lane, and yet they are still having a bit of a hard time in trying to defend the set turret.
Yes, definitely. But again, guys, let's give it up as well for the mining field. Can we show the mining field? I think the mining field is actually doing well by just providing those energies. Like what I mentioned, it's a slugfest here at the bottom. Everyone is just dropping skills. No one wants to back up. We're just gonna stay here. You're gonna join us, and we're gonna throw skills at each other. VilLaINERA and Nonoy, a non-stop fight vacuum there. And again, 1,700 and 1,650 points on both teams. Pretty equal. The decision making on this is going to be on the main battlefield. Going back to the main battlefield right now, as you can see, VilLaINERA is trying to push in. They're about to be successful in this one. But again, Nonoy doesn't want to give anything but their skills at the middle. They want to take everything out of the hands of VilLaINERA.
This is turning out to be a slaughter fest, as we see what type of strategy is being executed right now, and Nonoi is trying their best. They're trying to push in towards the mid this time around, but look at the points that VilLaINERA is actually gathering from the mining area. So this is a little bit of an interesting feat, because if they do happen to lose in the main battlefield, they do have something to compensate, which is in the mining area, which you have mentioned, that they're just basically waiting. They're waiting for the respawns to happen.
Yes. Again, this is a Zerg fight at the middle. No one wants to back down on this. If you're gonna throw skills, we're gonna throw skills right now. God and the rest of the players of the side of VilLaINERA get caught there, or Nonoi, right, rather. And they're trying to fall back, good to stay there. But again, guys, quick counter there. On the side of Nonoi, trying to watch the remaining players of VilLaINERA. It's time for us to push. It's a back and forth push coming from this guild.
The wipeout coming in. Now we do see VilLaINERA at 40k points. You just need a little bit more for them to actually get 50. But right now, earlier in towards the mining area, there was a bit of an advantage point for Team Nonoi. But then again, once more, clutch moments from VilLaINERA, and they were able to, you know, secure their placements once again.
Like what I mentioned, say RNG is something that you need to consider. 35% from the voting of the community.
Yes.
And I think VilLaINERA saw that voting, and they
Think
used
of it as an inspiration, motivation.
They used up to fuel up their members. And as you can see, this is very interesting. Both sides right now doesn't want to fall back. And again, quick initiation there. Go!
Oh!
Thou shall not pass on the side of Nonoi. Quick recovery there. Majority of the players are recovering right now, trying to sustain. We're talking about energy has been used. But again, this is going to be the final push, one of the final push on the side of VilLaINERA. They need to decide where it's to push. They cannot distribute anymore their members because Nonoi is on hold. They're going to turtle this till the end. 1 minute. Guys, for those who's watching, this is the tournament that you should be watching. 1 minute timer. VilLaINERA versus Nonoi on your screen right now. 43,000 on the side of VilLaINERA and 29,000 on the side of Nonoi.
But this time around, they're still trying to really push and defend their lane here. But up to this point, look at the amount of gathered points. I feel like this is into the mining area of the side of VilLaINERA, because it jumped from a 43k point to 46. So that's something that they have to consider as well, because again, we've been mentioning it earlier, and it's just demonstrated so beautifully by VilLaINERA that the amount or the way that they distribute their members is something that's really strategically placed by VilLaINERA.
Yes, last 10 seconds, boys and girls. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Seoul and New World, VilLaINERA versus Nonoi. And there you have it. VilLaINERA proving that 35% still can clutch the fight on this GVG in Seoul and New World.
35% is 35%.
Yeah.
As we see. But then again, we do see that the points do reflect. And this is something that's interesting, because normally, by default, right, it's always the aggressive pushes. It's always the aggressive pushes, really dealing the damage and as well as numbers. But this time, a different approach is something that we've witnessed today. So if you do notice the rankings that we do have, it's a mix of both. A mix of both VilLaINERA and both Nonoi. But then, to prioritize here, right, in terms of the sub-battlefield status, we do see the victor. Although it is from the first place from Team Nonoi, again, if you look at the rankings as well, it's really evident that VilLaINERA was able to capitalize on most of the members that they have.
Yes, again, I'm actually speechless on this. First, I think this is the first one who, we didn't finish the match, but again, VilLaINERA showing us that there is actually other ways on how to play the game. Not only at the middle, you can actually use the north side and the south side, plus winning on the master battle.
And the good part about it is that this is something that I believe that the other teams that have won have to take into account, because if there is a capability to do this kind of strategy, they have to adjust. They have to adapt to whatever VilLaINERA has to offer here, especially that they were the ones that were able to secure the brackets, the upper brackets. But still, kudos to Team Nonnoy. They were able to really hold on for so much to a point wherein the timer has to run out. So, but still, Nonnoy does also have their second chance in towards our losers bracket. So you do have to tune in to that, fellow masters.
Yes, just imagine second day, and we're having this. Yeah. I'm about to time it. I'm about to time
Fallen
it.
was too speechless for this
I'm about
one.
to time it, yeah.
Yeah, Fallen was too speechless and to look at the updated brackets right here. So once again, we have seen the first 4 matches for today and yesterday, and on towards the progression. Fallen Fury versus VilLaINERA, and the next one would be Arcane and Team Miji. But guys, there are more games that we are able to witness, as in towards the lower brackets we do see.
Yes, we do see Athena right now facing Miji. Nonnoy.
Yes,
Nonnoy. And Divine versus AlwaysG. There you go.
Yeah, you got this, Fallen. I believe in you.
I tried.
He was too stunned because of the strategy that was demonstrated earlier.
To be honest, like the gameplay of VilLaINERA is, so brilliant that they distributed equally their members.
You gotta hand it to Zolfan. You gotta hand it to Zolfan.
I just want to commend the shot caller on the side of VilLaINERA. That was like a surgical strategy in every possible way. They destroyed the towers and confused Nonnoy in one area.
They are really a force to be reckoned with here, and the fact that they were able to utilize everything from the mining areas to the main battlefields. It's something that I'm pretty sure that the other team members are going to have to look forward to and have to really prepare for that. All right.
Okay, and definitely we're gonna show you the last Seiya question of the night.
Zaya asks, for those our lovely viewers out there, for you guys to win Razor Gold pins, which content is considered the most challenging in the game? Again, which content is considered the most challenging in the game? Is it A, the casual PvE quests, B, team instances, C, mini-game challenges, or D, resource farming zones? Again, guys, all you have to do is comment down what you think the correct answer is, and you may get a chance to win Razor Gold pins.
Yes, easy as that. Answer the question, and you can actually get those pins, and you can buy cosmetics and so on. Let's go.
Yes, as an avid enthusiast of cosmetics, those Razor Gold pins are very much in handy. And of course, that is a wrap for our day 2 of our Solanu World Masters. And of course, there are plenty more fights that you guys are going to witness for the rest of the days. But then again, thank you once more so much to our beloved sponsors, to our teams who have participated, and as well to you, our fellow viewers.
Yes, so guys, we're gonna sign off for the meantime, guys. But again, this is only day 2. We have more in store for you guys, but for the meantime, we're gonna take off. And once again, we are your caster for tonight. My name is Fallen Sanity with Ciora. See you on the next one.